Well, hi everybody. Let's keep this really quick. I've just been down to the post office and posted off my parcel of a couple of flags to Pete. So Pete, watch out for them coming in the next maybe about 2 weeks or so. And of course, talking about Pete, looking forward to doing the next live chat with him on Saturday, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Wisconsin time. So sort of UK time, either 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Hopefully I'll still be reasonably sober at that point. Would like to thank everybody. You know, that video I posted yesterday, lots of comments, lots of messages. So thank you very much. And yeah, we're gonna keep talking about this case. We're not going to stop. Never. No way. And talking of which, as I say, unfortunately, I haven't heard yet back from Mark Godsey. And I do apologise that normally yesterday I would have done another one of the live chats with Dr. Siltman and Millbilly. I do apologise, a lot going on yesterday, so hopefully we can schedule something maybe for the beginning of next week. Find out what Millbilly's been up to and find out how hot it is in Adelaide this time of year. Although I've seen the pictures on the telly and it seems pretty warm to me following the cricket. But Saturday morning, so about 7:30 in the morning for me, is in Australia, certainly in Melbourne, where Tracy Keogh, that's 6:30. Yes, around about that sort of time frame. 6:37, I think, actually. So yes, yeah. So I can't remember exactly what we've sorted out, but anyway, early morning for me, sort of evening, late evening, early night time for Tracy. We're going to have a little chat. You know, when you obviously you watch the interrogation, or the so-called confession of Brendan, and of course, you know, the iconic one is the March 1st. But you wonder, you know, how did it end up? How did it end up at that? Something I always had difficulty with is, you know, even kids I know, you know, youngsters, you know, 11-year-old, you can't imagine them confessing to something they didn't do, particularly when it's as horrible as murdering somebody, you know. So I really wanted to, now that I've read through most of Richard Leo's book, Police Interrogation and American Justice, I went back and looked at the well, let me put it this way: on Saturday evening in Australia, morning in the UK, going to have a look at the first dozen or so pages of the interview of Brendan that occurred at Mishicot High School. That in itself, the fact that the school allowed him to be interviewed by two policemen without somebody there to, you know, to help him, seems very, very bizarre. I'm pretty sure our good friend Hugh Fraser in Sydney, Australia, I'm sure you've been banging this particular drum for a good long time, Hugh. And I seem to remember that you've got some background in education, and you know, certainly speaking to my wife, what happened to Brendan, there's no way would have ever happened in the UK. You know, the teachers have a right of care to or shall I say that the pupils have a right to care from the teachers. That is part of their responsibility. And we do see nothing of that in Mishicot High School. So anyway, that's really all I wanted to say. Hopefully we'll get Mark Godsey ASAP. And I'll say I've nearly finished the Richard Leo book. It's been absolutely brilliant. And as I say, I do want to go through at least the first 12 or 13 pages of this interview with Bert and Ernie and Brendan, and we've. I'm going to be reading the Wiegert bits, and Tracy's going to read the Fassbender bits, which will be good fun. We had to decide who was going to do what. Particularly as Tracy Keogh has also had the benefit of interviewing Professor Richard Leo. And when you've got somebody who knows so much in depth about how these interviews, what's going on in them, what have the police been trained to do, you read through, as I say, those first 12 pages, and you see it in quite a, well, not a totally different light, but you see some of the subtle nuances of the interview that Richard Leo has pointed out. So anyway, that's the plan. We'll see you before then anyway, because I do need to finish reading the last little bit of Mark Godsey's review of Richard Leo's book. And so hopefully by the weekend I'll have finished the book, I'll have finished those reviews, and we'll have a busy day Saturday morning, my time, with Tracy Keogh. I think I said 6:37, so that would be my 7:30, 8 o'clock sort of time. And I'm used to getting up early, as a lot of you know by seeing the Facebook pages, because yesterday I was dragged out the house just after 6 in the morning. Anyway, enough of my trials and tribulations. As I say, I always remember discussing this with the dude himself, and saying, I still don't get it. How do you get somebody to, you're watching the interview, and I'm shouting at the TV, Brendan, shut up, tell them to go and enjoy some sex and travel. Just tell them to go away, and just shut up. Why are you incriminating yourself like this? Anyway, let's, as I say, let's all look at the beginning of the Mishicot High School interview with Tracy. See what we can, see what information we can gain from that. And Hugh, I say, Hugh Fraser. I'd like to, have another chat with you about your thoughts on the behaviour of the Mishicot High School. Okay. And then, as I say, in the evening, Saturday evening, we'll have another chat with Pete and see how he's doing with his snow over there. And I think then, and as I say, then maybe on the Monday, if Mel, Billy, and Dr. Silkman is around, we can schedule something then. So yeah, we're just going to keep talking about the case, because, well, it really matters. Bye for now.